What's the point? But the
So I
best
want
part
a
about
high
all
value
this is
production
that
Ben Shapiro
all
style
of
show
my
where I have
coworkers are like,
like
oh
I want
my
to do
gosh, you're
this.
so hip,
I want to have
you're
my
so
Ben
cool, and
Shapiro
my kids
show
love you.
where I
I'm
watch a
like,
bunch of
no,
queer
I'm not
people and
hip
right
or cool,
wingers
I'm just
and like I
queer
watch
as
them
hell,
shooting
and
guns and I'm
you
like,
are boring.
oh, that's not
This is
very
the beginning of the
impressive. Do
video,
you
and
think that
I
you
just
can
want to go
defeat the
through a few other
military?
things about this video. One, she can't come out to her students at school, but she can dress like a queer unicorn at the school. So I feel like the school is a little inconsistent in their application of their.
So today is April 4th, just a very quick update. I downloaded Obsidian so I can make like a mental map of my universe, and maybe that'll help me. I don't know, I've tried this in the past and it didn't work super well. And then I have some really good news. You can see that the file, well, I mean, you didn't see the before, but before there was two files here that were corrupted. No matter what I tried, it wouldn't delete them. So finally I was like, wait a minute. What if I just ran command line as an administrator and just did like cd slash basically, which like goes to directory, and then so I did that. So I did cd and then the directory, like pasted the directory of it, and then I did delete all. I cleared everything except for the files, and then I did delete quote star, which is everything, then dot, which is like, like dot, and then the extension dot everything. So like star dot star, and then I hit it and it didn't even ask for confirmation and it worked. And now look at this. Now I have 30 gigabytes. So I saved myself 30 gigabytes because before it was 100% full, but it was glitched. Like the files were glitched. It wasn't actually full. It was just like saying that they were because it was corrupted. Yeah. Big news. I fixed the rendering problem. You see a media encoder is now working again, and I just put this one here for test. I don't actually need this to render. This is already online. But yeah, I can I'm pretty happy about that. So we've cleared 10 gigabytes, and now we have also fixed my renderer. The next trick, and I'm not even going to tap it to show you, but the screen, the actual screen, I have a wire that's going to have to I have to put a new wire into my screen. So that's going to mean taking the whole chassis apart, taking the screws apart on the bottom, taking probably the hard drive mount out, taking the keyboard mount off. It's going to be a real pain in the ass. We're not doing that today for sure. Definitely not today. So it's I guess it was inevitable that it would come to this, and I suppose this will be the first of many, and I mean many to come. It's I think it's appropriate to start my TikTok career, and I stress that word career, right? Because like the idea is to profit, right? It's a for-profit app. I mean, these people that are promoting themselves couldn't possibly be doing it for any other ulterior motives, could they? Nah, it's got to be capitalism. So welcome to I mean, it's my life channel, but really it's like, if I had to put hashtags to it, it's like, there's some pretty robust and profound archetypes that like, it's kind of like water. Like if you change the way that the water can flow, it's gonna flow the same way it was gonna flow kind of no matter what, you know? So for me, the things that have shaped me, autism and ADHD as part of the bundle, like you can't, I mean, you can talk about those things compartmentalized, but as a holistic picture, it's like the neurodivergent, autistic cliches, but also pretty much all of the ADHD traits, and the same way kind of about it as I did when I started my gender transition, which like, oh my god, and then I like remember I'm like, wow, I really am autistic, ADHD, and trans, and Jewish, and half white. Like, I think if I, any really ethnic minority there kind of gets to have the same, like, wah, as me. But, like, it just, like, baffles me. I'm just like, damn, man. Like, I'm really the different one. Like, I'm who the system was designed to destroy. I wasn't just the kids that didn't know that the system existed and survived and went on to become part of like the adult system and like become a serf and do office job stuff. I'm the kid that it like actually destroyed. Now I'm an adult and I'm like, oh, well, fuck. So what do I do? I mean, the answer is pretty self-evident to me now that technology exists to do what the answer has always been, and that is share my truth. Let me try that in actual femme voice. Heat from fire, fire from heat. My truth. It's funny, sometimes I hit it better when I'm like trying to be facetious. What are you babbling about? Oh my god, I'm so dramatic. I'm a bird. Oh my god, Daddy. Shut the fuck up. This is the frog rave at Turtle Island. Man, it's really loud. You gotta do like deer ears. I've been coming here alone to just be alone since I was 13. I'm 31 now. There's never ever in my entire life, not once, been a single year that I've never been here. I've been here every season of every year my entire life, at least once. There is shockingly, and I really mean this, shockingly less wildlife here than there used to be. And I guess it isn't so shocking when you look at like how the people, and I mean the people, treat the environment. There should be so much more insects. The insects are the number one thing I remember missing. I remember like wiping my eye to get bugs out of it. I remember like having to swap my skin, and I'm not saying that I necessarily want those experiences back. It's just to say that I remember ants crawling up things, and there are still ants. I remember there being so many moths that you couldn't touch the trees without damaging the wings. Now, I'm lucky if I see one, maybe 2 to 3 moths in a whole night. Yeah, there are more than that, I'm certain of it, and if I really, really go looking, I can find a couple extra. But, man, it's not like it used to be. And even just driving, I mean, we all have kind of seen the meme where, like, when you're driving, like, where are all the little spitter splatters on your windshield? Like, it used to be that you'd have to, like, get out at every gas station and help your parents, if you had them, wipe down the car if you had one. Nowadays, no one's fucking got parents that have time for them. No one has a fucking car. And the kids that are growing up today literally don't even have a living memory of what it was like, so they have no idea, they have no idea. And that's just so sad. They have no fucking idea how much life used to be here. And even in my lifetime, I wonder, 100 years ago, was it like quadruple the amount? I mean, 100 years ago, there was nobody here. Straight up, 100 years ago, 1920, 1923, nobody here. Not a single damn person. This whole area, if it was developed at all, was agricultural for livestock. And even that's pushing it for this region. Then all of a sudden, all at once, boom, you get everybody and everything dies around it. It's pretty fucked up. You can hear that, right? Like, that's definitely not the same type of frog. There's got to be an amphibian, though, right? I don't know. I mean, the high-pitched peep, 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 that's like the chorus over there. But those other ones? At first I thought that they were ducks, and I quacked at them. But that was goofy. You can hear that, right?